What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, and I'm back at y'all with another one. So, unfortunately, for the fake boxing fans, unfortunately for y'all, undefeated, 5-time world champion, 3-division world champion, superstar boxer, Gervonta Tank Davis, who is 30 wins, no losses, 1 draw, 28 wins by way of knockout. Gervonta Tank Davis just exposed the boxing world, and anybody else who's included, as Gervonta Tank Davis is reportedly planning his November showdown with Jake Paul, YouTube sensation turned professional boxer. And reports are Gervonta Tank Davis is going to receive close to $40 million, if not $40 million, to fight Jake Paul on Netflix, right? And I thought that y'all said that Gervonta Tank Davis, right, because I that's how I viewed him, was one of the faces of the sport of boxing. One of the faces of the sport of boxing. Well, guess what? Gervonta Tank Davis has proven that Jake Paul is the face of the sport of boxing. Jake Paul is 11 wins, 1 loss, no draw, 7 wins by way of knockout. He's fighting Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. June 28th. He's 28 years of age, 6'1" with a 76-inch arm reach. He competes at heavyweight and light heavyweight, right? And he's going to fight Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., the son of a legend, Julio Cesar Chavez Sr., obviously. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. is a former world champion with 54 wins, 6 losses, 1 draw, 34 wins by way of knockout. Twice in his career, he was knocked out. He's almost 40 years of age, 6'1" with a 73-inch arm reach. So Gervonta Tank Davis is going to chase a Jake Paul fight, and Jake Paul is going to pay Gervonta Tank Davis $40 million. Now, we can argue that 4-division world champion, Mexican superstar boxer, who is a first ballot Hall of Famer, 2-time undisputed super middleweight, and reigning undisputed super middleweight world champion, Saul Canelo Alvarez, who is 63 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, 39 wins by way of knockout at 35 years of age. Oh, he's the face of sport of boxing. How do you know this? Because when you face Canelo Alvarez, you get paid like he's the face of the sport of boxing. How do you say, Sway? Because Terrence Crawford, who is a first ballot Hall of Famer, undefeated, 4-division champion, 2-division undisputed champion, undefeated, 41 wins, no loss, no draw, 31 wins by way of knockout, and pound for pound the best fighter of this generation, is going to make a career high payday, guaranteed purse of $50 million to fight Canelo. And Canelo is reportedly making $150 million to fight Terrence Crawford. So when you fight Canelo, you're going to get a career high payday. $50 million. Terrence Crawford get more money than Tank Davis to fight Jake Paul. Tank Davis is supposed to get $40 million to fight Jake Paul as the B-side on Netflix to Jake Paul. So therefore, this just shows that Tank Davis ain't the face of the sport of boxing. Because he just fought March 1st against the WBA super featherweight world champion, Lamont Rose Jr. They fought to a draw, but Lamont Rose said that he had more money on the table to fight his mandatory, whom he couldn't even pronounce his name, than the money he was getting to fight Tank Davis. And his father, Lamont Rose Sr., stated that they got about $3 million when it was all said and done. $3 to $5 million when it was all said and done. And Tank got $15 million. He ain't the face of the sport of boxing. He ain't the cash cow. So when people say that fighters like Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis, they just want paydays. No, they don't. The way he's perceived as the boogeyman. They want the status. It's a legacy fight because he's a great fighter. But as far as being a cash cow, you seeing it's not. Jake Paul, who has 12 fights total in his career, a YouTube sensation turned professional boxer, is going to do a deal on Netflix with Gervonta Tank Davis in November, and Tank going to get $40 million. That's going to be his career high payday. Terrence Crawford going to get $10 million more than Tank Davis. He going to get $50 million guaranteed to fight Canelo Alvarez. Which means Tank Davis ain't going to be the A side. He going to be the B side to Jake Paul. So that means he conceded that he is not the A side. And this just goes to show, when His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh, Bill Haney, father trainer, manager Devin Haney, Bob Arum, so on and so forth, reached out to try to make fights with their fighters, with Tank, and Tank talking about, you got to come to PBC, you need to come to Al Heyman. It just goes to show, he just never wanted to fight them. Just never wanted to fight them. So, this is an admission. So you chasing a YouTuber who fights a heavyweight and light heavyweight. You gonna fight him. Now he gonna make a lot of money. I ain't got no problem with it. He gonna make a lot of money. I ain't got no problem with it. But guess what? As far as him fighting these other fighters, that ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. So let's see how this unfolds. So for all the people making videos talking about he the cash cow and they want paydays, no, he ain't the cash cow. Terrence Crawford gonna get more money than him. Ben get more money than him outside the Ryan Garcia fight. And then Canelo's gonna make way more money, and Jake Paul gonna make more money. Make it make sense. And he's gonna go to Netflix. But I thought that his commitment was to Al Heyman and Amazon. He gonna go to their direct rival? Right. And that's all I got for y'all. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. I'm gone. Peace.